Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's lesson on conscious dating online will be about how to be aware and how to guard your privacy or to have self-preservation while you're dating online or offline either. Why self-preservation? The reason being is if you are online and you do not know much about the person that you are trying to communicate with, it is important that you guard your privacy. First of all, if you're communicating with someone and you have not established a good communication, such as telephone conversation, one-on-one communication, or have not gone on a date, and you are just merely texting and communicating in the best way that you can for the time being, please, I beg of you as a woman, do not give too much information. Women have a tendency to communicate with each other, and we love to have conversation in which we express ourselves openly. We're not shy about talking about our relationship, family, what's going on, what's new, and what's trending. Therefore, we are used to communicating with others openly. However, you don't want to do that. I'm not necessarily telling you what to do, but I will advise you to be a little bit cautious about how much information do you share with someone when you're communicating online. Let's say, for example, you went on a date and you're having dinner or a cup of coffee, you're just talking to each other. You want to be able to listen to more than sharing. By listening, you will have the opportunity to learn about the person that is sitting before you, rather than just sharing your information, your experiences about your life and your past relationship. Your subconscious mind and your conscious mind will help you maintain your thoughts in order. In other words, if you're aware of what you're saying or how much information you're sharing with this person, you will be cautious, because until you know the other person's intention, you need to be very cautious. Meaning being aware of your thoughts and not revealing too much will keep you guarded and have some sort of boundaries by which you could protect yourself in the event things don't go the way you want them to. Before you reveal too much, you want to know what kind of expectations do you have? What is it that you're looking for in your partner or that person that you met? Do they have or fit the criteria of what you're looking for? Sometimes we are enamored by someone's appearance and then we meet them in person and we are disappointed. We're not as happy because of their conversation or their behavior, their mannerism, what they stand for, whatever reason it may be. And it is not that we are being judgmental. But if you know what you want and you know what you're looking for, you don't want to settle for less. Even if that person is extremely attractive, you don't want to settle for less. Like they say, if it doesn't feel right, and if you get the gut feeling that it's not what you're looking for, step away from it. Don't continue. Do not go on in another date if you know that it's not what you're looking for. Being open-minded means that you are willing to have compassion, to listen to this person with love and kindness, but not compromise yourself. Do not compromise yourself to deal with someone that you know is not what you want. Because the truth is, in the end, you will not be happy. If you can remember from past experiences, whether it was in a previous relationship or a marriage or dating someone else, all the things that kind of brought you discomfort and painful emotional experiences, don't deal with it again, because in doing so, you're compromising yourself. And I can assure you that the end result, pardon me, will not be satisfactory. By doing that, you will prevent yourself from making the same mistakes that you made before in previous relationship or marriage. Take your time, observe, prepare yourself for the unknown, and also do a self-examination as to asking yourself, am I ready for a relationship? Have I really let go of all the emotional traumas of my past relationship to engage with someone? See, honesty and authenticity is very important. Until you know that someone's behavior does not cause you any pain or any nostalgic feelings or any past experience emotions that bring you sadness, until you know all that, then you're not ready to move forward with somebody else in a relationship. By doing this, what you're doing is you're observing some past habits and some patterns that you recognize in yourself as well as another person that you know are not comfortable. You have to set boundaries to know, okay, am I willing to put up with this just because I'm lonely or I need a partner or I want to be with someone? Don't allow those past emotional feelings to harm the possibility of building a healthy relationship with someone, because the truth is the right person will show up at the right time and you will be happy instead of sacrificing yourself for something that is or may not be what you want. See, oftentimes women get into relationship because they're lonely, they want to go to dinner, they don't want to be alone. But trust me, being alone and doing self-examination and self-sacrifices have value, because when you're ready, you're ready. And when you're not, you're not. You need to heal from the past. Heal those past emotions and past feelings that disconnect you from someone to have a good relationship and brought chaos into your life. Until you let go of all that, you're not going to be ready. Do you know what's going to happen? If you establish a relationship with someone, all those feelings and emotions are going to resurface, and you're going to find out, you're going to know, because your feelings and the way you feel and what you're experiencing is going to tell you exactly what's going on. And that means you need to heal and you need to let go of that to move forward. Nonetheless, protect yourself. Be self-aware. Do not divulge too much information, whether it is personal, financial, or past experiences in past relationship with a person that you just met, if you don't know where it's going. Leave that for the future, where you two establish a good communication and he's there to understand your feeling and vice versa. You both have to be ready to accept the past for what is in order for you to move forward. Or you are not going to have a good relationship. See, understanding, compassion, acceptance, all of that is part of a good relationship, of a healthy relationship. So self-preservation, creating boundaries, and establishing a healthy relationship is important in order for you to be ready to connect with someone and have the possibility of making that person your partner for life. So what have we learned today? We have learned that guarding yourself and establishing a healthy relationship is important as long as you let go of the past. And also self-preservation in the sense of not telling so much when you first meet. Kind of listen, lay back and understand where the person is coming from. That way you will know their interests. What is it that they're looking for? Are they in for a relationship, or are they just having a good time? So I hope you learned something of good value today from this lesson number 2. Because last lesson was about looking out for number 1 and creating criteria where you do self-examination and make sure that you're ready for a relationship. Thank you for listening to my channel. If you have any questions, just text me or send me a message here on my YouTube channel. It's been a pleasure as usual. My name is Frances Mahan. Love and light.